the blue light
Welcome,
filters.
everybody, to another episode of Out of Alignment. It's been an interesting last few sessions, and we'll get to recap in just a moment. But first off, some announcements. The first and really biggest one, in my opinion, is that Spire officially announced their early access dates. Um, the all current beta players and people who kicked via the Kickstarter will get the build on the 31st of March, and so our stream will be switching over to utilizing that. And on the I think it's the 14th of April. I know it's like the middle, so it's like 2 weeks later. So that sounds right. 14th will be the official early access release date, and everyone can start buying it on Steam and just throw those devs the money because they deserve it. The other announcement, which I only recently learned the full scope of, is that we will actually be having 3 weeks off from the main campaign in April. I'm going to go ahead and announce it now, and I'll repeat it next week. We will be having Easter Sunday off, the April 4th. On the April 11th, we're going to do a one-shot. We're going to take one of the mysteries of Candlekeep mysteries, and do one of those. And then on the 18th, hey, thanks for the bits.
Oh!
And then on the 18th, we will be having another break. And then we will be back to the main campaign on the 25th. So we're almost going to have a month break from the main campaign. But the one-shot should hopefully make it not a drought of content. Hard to do 3 one-shots in a row. But we can at least manage to get one in there. So with that, I think that's all the major announcements. Let's go ahead and start a recap.
Before that, thank you, Speaking Beast, for continuing your sub.
Yeah.
All right. So, last session, party arrived in the Willowwood. We met a bear who was friendly enough to point us in the direction of the Archdruid. Started making our way roughly there, went through a guard tower, found a dead halfling who looked like he had been shocked and scared to death. He had barricaded himself inside the guard tower. That was fine. Found an archway. Couldn't get a look at it, though, because a wall of thorns just covered it completely, blocking us. And went to another guard tower. It was pretty much just empty, moldy, We slept that night on top of the towers. Saw the green dragon fly overhead. Heard some wailing, really creepy wailing from a cave nearby. And also saw a will-o'-the-wisp try to lure everybody on watch over to, I assume, where it lives, where it resides, whatever. So deeper into the wood. We did not follow it. Kalana knew it was a will-o'-the-wisp because she snuck into Truce's bag to get the Vola's Guide to Monsters. Saw a weird little black bug that she had never seen before, but hasn't done anything about it. They all got up, made their way down through the forest, found some spooky totems hanging in the trees. Ragnar did, with people's names on them in Druidic, and their little dolls just hanging in the trees. Piles of adventuring equipment everywhere. Made it to the tower where Wyllow is. Got let in by Tree, a sentient tree carved with the face of Hallister. Wyllow was very pretty and very spooky, in like that really overtly nice, like terrifyingly nice kind of way. Gave us her warning about not hurting the forest and told us that we weren't allowed to leave without her permission. So to be able to leave, she wanted us to do 2 things. One was to kill the creature that was wailing in the caves, which we haven't gotten to yet. And 2, kill all of the goblin werebats. Says that they've gotten too out of hand and that they need to go. So we started doing that. Found a whole bunch of pile of bones by her tree that looked like they had all been killed by a green dragon. A lot of dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies. Continued, started clearing out the caves of the werebats, poked around some of the ruins where we kind of assumed the dead bodies used to live, because they look like people-y homes. And, as we're continuing going through and killing these goblins, we have snuck into the latest cave of goblin bats. And Kalana has found that there are a bunch of babies in this cave. And that's where we stopped.
Yep, so that's where we're picking up. Kalana has just heard the wail of goblin children from deep within this cave while sneaking forward. You can see that there are a handful of bundles and rags kind of on the ground, some of them a little squirmy. And there seem to be two what appear to be caretakers as well sleeping nearby.
Okay. So I'm going to sneak back out. Do I need to make a stealth check for this, or?
No, you rolled like a 30-something last time.
You used the key word.
Yeah, I rolled like a 36 or something obnoxious.
Yeah.
It was...
You just stopped existing in the campaign.
It happened.
Lightsaber noises.
Oh,
So-
shit, hold on. I
So-
apologize. There was one more announcement. I forgot. We got a bunch of new emotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All those people with new subscriptions, feel free to use this.
You want
Anyway.
to spam them all there, Uriah? Never mind.
No, I don't have the time. Continue.
Got it.
So I come out.
So is there anything in there?
You all right there, Mark?
Hmm?
You all right there? Is that your chair?
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah. My chair's a piece of shit.
We can't finish this. We can't kill them all.
Why? Is there like a horde of them in there, or what's going on?
You got like a big boss kind of.
Babies.
Okay.
Hmm.
They're goblins, right?
Yeah, but we're not.
They're infants.
We're not baby killers. That's. Look.
I will say that they have no problem doing it in about 5 years. So,
Well, okay.
Well, first of all, you can't see the future.
they're goblins.
Well,
They're
the only
very-
other goblins that we ran into down here were the ones in the market.
And they also didn't try to really kill us either. You bought stuff from them. We're bartering
yeah.
around with them.
Remember the slavers? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we found that out a little late, but
Yeah.
they weren't they're infants.
Look,
Isn't this one of the things that let us leave, though?
yeah, but okay, all right.
Well,
we are.
we'll convince her that maybe they can be raised to be a good part of the ecosystem or something, you know?
We're also taking orders from a person who won't let us leave. That sounds a little like not a good thing to do to somebody. Sounds a lot like I don't know, other situations. Yeah. Are these things in prison down here too?
I mean,
Well,
she made it
it's-
sound like that they were apart, and then something happened where she doesn't doesn't want them to be a part of the forest anymore.
So I'm feeling like this whole thing is a very nature cycle of life kind of situation. She doesn't see them as
Sorry, guys.
Continue.
but she doesn't see them as part of it at the moment, I guess. I don't really know the full story there. But if it comes down to it, and we have to,
No.
I won't have an issue with it.
Yeah, well,
But
I
I'm
will.
also not. But
Yeah.
I'm. That's why I said I'm not just going to walk in and do it if you don't want me to. But if you do, that's goblins specifically will not be an issue.
It's
They're children.
yeah, let's maybe not have this conversation out in front of this cave mouth.
So was my.
let's walk away. DM's DM's rolling dice. Oh god.
Come on, Brock.
Okay.
You around the corner here.
I was kind of like reading something and then moving at the same time, and I saw me stuck, and I'm like, what? Oh, it's Kalana.
God, we just went along with what she said, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Pretty much.
I mean, she is terrifying.
Also, we have a job to do. And that involves getting out of here. So,
Well, maybe
it seemed like the most expedient.
All right, can we all agree that Willow is creepy as hell?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Doing that
that's fair.
whole being really nice to you in a way that somebody who doesn't actually understand how to be nice acts,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah,
a psychopath.
I mean, yeah, like a psychopath. But, yeah, she's definitely using us and everything in here. That is most likely it.
I mean, it's her forest, so I assume she's just keeping it how she wants it. I have no idea. I wonder how long. I mean, she must have been down here a while.
Yeah, she's this is her little kingdom that she's carved out.
Yeah.
I can't.
We're not.
So, let's, wasn't there something else that
Let's
she
go
wanted
talk
us
to
to
the
do?
dragon.
Was there?
I'm
There
not
was
feeling good.
something else. There were two things she wanted us to do.
She wanted us
Kill
to go
goblins.
kill the thing, the hallowing in the cave, but we wanted to talk. Truth, you wanted to speak, but I mean, the dragon.
Yeah, look, guys, there's
Oh.
something else that I didn't let you know about, but
What?
so I think I'm supposed to get the dragon out of here.
What?
Remember,
Via who?
this is gonna sound Saloon I think talked to me. Yeah, told me about the dragon on this level. Called him her child and asked me to free him. So, one, Will is full of shit saying the dragon's down here by his own volition. Or something weird is happening. Unless Saloon lied to me, which...
I don't think so.
Yeah.
She...
I don't think Saloon is going to be too happy with this our particular little group here anyway. If I manage to free the dragon, whatever that means.
I mean, Willow's not going to be happy.
Yeah, Willow's not going to be happy with our little group here if we manage to do that. So I mean, we can go see what the other job is, see if that's not entirely fucked up like this is. Um, to at least be able to leave. But I think things are going to go south with this lady real quick as soon as I chat with our green dragon friend.
You know, we can always lie.
I feel like you
feel
can
like
hear them pretty far.
I feel like she's the sort of person who has eyes all over these woods, which is why I waited until we were over here, away from all the away from all the trees with the creepy dolls in them. I don't even know if I'm safe talking about this in right here, but it seemed like a better option.
Well, the dragon's not bound. Clearly, it was flying.
Right.
While we are over here, do you want to speak with it to discern what the situation is, and then we can maybe take a step back and plan from there instead of acting immediately?
Yeah, that might be good. I basically have one sentence of information from Saloon about this whole thing. So, yeah, maybe taking it slow and figuring out what to do here might be the best course of action because we didn't ever even try to talk to these goblins.
No.
And I'm suddenly feeling really bad about that.
Let's go talk to a dragon then.
Are you sure you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. All right, where is yeah, over that way.
way.
Yep, you guys gotta go back through the all these buildings, back into the forest.
Did we end up searching all these buildings, or did we sort of quit halfway?
You searched these two over here.
I don't think the one on our right we did we?
You only searched these two.
Yeah.
You
I'm
didn't
curious
search
about.
any of the others.
Yeah, because all these doors are still closed.
Let's check these buildings out. Well, actually, no. Never mind.
Yep. Okay, checking them out.
You said the words. You said the word never mind. That was the key word.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
No!
Everything is broken!
Board update failed. Oh no. You've been sent to the space between boards.
I tried
Gotta reload the board.
Yep.
reloading.
Let's see if
Okay, the board reloaded.
It's looking good. Yeah.
All right.
Yay.
The funny thing is, we have one of the devs watching us, although he's not usually on the code side, so...
Hello.
It's when I tried to open the door. It's okay. Working
Yeah,
out.
they might be having some network problems.
Yeah.
All right. This room
that looks like a
contains 6 empty iron cages, each 5 foot on a side and secured with a rusty padlock. There seems to be various straw and hay kind of strewn about the room. It smells faintly of very, very old animal leavings.
Okay.
What kind of animal?
Make me a survival check.
$19.
Boar.
Boar?
Yep.
Have we seen boars here?
Like in the cages, or?
This is what it smells like in this room. Boar.
Oh.
The cage. All the cages are empty.
This room
Are the
smells like
droppings in the cages?
This room smells like hog shit. Nice. Walk back outside.
True.
Are there any remains in any of the cages, or no?
Nope.
Just
These are definitely cages. They're big, 5 foot on a side. They're square, but they definitely look like they were meant for animals.
okay.
Huh.
Okay. Well,
In case I'm forgetting, have we not found any bodies to who lived in these places?
we found all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Oh, right. The totems.
Yeah.
That's right.
No.
No.
Well,
No?
maybe,
Maybe.
but no.
You found.
That's what I'm thinking is.
You definitely found piles of bodies,
The
but they weren't
piles of
anywhere
bodies.
around here.
Okay. Well,
They
I'm
were on the
thinking
way over.
this is probably one of the reasons why they're not here anymore is caging the animals. Oh, is my snap to grid turned off? It is. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh well.
A door over here.
Go ahead.
Remember
Oh,
What?
oh. Ragnar's flying away.
My people need me.
Jesus.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, I looked away
Go
for a
ahead.
moment. Which way did everybody go?
This
We went
way.
to the left.
In the middle.
Okay.
I guess the left is relative. But
Yep.
I forgot we can spin.
Also left to me, so.
We went west.
Okay. This room is 23. The floor here is strewn with frayed prayer mats.
Whoa.
6 tapestries lie heaped in a corner.
Oh. I inspect these to see what religion, possibly.
Sure. Each tapestry depicts a wilderness battle between primitive human hunters and one or more monsters, including a unicorn, a displacer beast, an owlbear, a pack of wargs, and a griffin.
Oh, it's the Church of the Low-Level Player.
Nice.
Hmm. Okay.
Door.
Yeah.
What
That
seems
point,
to be a small closet with hooks on the walls.
Oh.
Nothing else of interest.
I feel like this room is bigger. Is there not another door in here?
You do not see another door.
Must be another side door somewhere. Seems like a place of what's the word? Veneration.
Worship, maybe?
Oh, those are the goblin caves over there. I don't know if we want to.
Yeah, we should probably
Or
just
goblin caves.
avoid.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that one. Shit.
Let's just avoid that side.
Okay.
Maybe
That was
for
pretty
now.
well hidden. Oh, well, just gonna...
You coming?
Truth.
Truth? You coming?
Yeah, I'm
back?
coming.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Just making sure. We have to be sure.
I feel we don't need to explain our concern.
No, I understand.
Do we want to try out this alley, or are we assuming the same?
I think there's more caves still.
It looks like there might be a door over there, though, between the cracks here.
You want to try it, or?
I mean, we can go around this other side and see if there's another door over there.
Oh, we're trying it.
Truth is go.
Okay. There goes Truth.
It's far enough away, I don't think.
Okay. There was a door.
This seems to be a spacious barracks. 6 wooden bunk beds with moldy mattresses stand in a row. Discarded rugs, empty chests, broken dishware, and rusty weapons lie scattered about. Oh, by the way, in all of these rooms are, once again, the sconces on the walls still lit. They actually are, like, fully featured into the wall, and the fire is still going in them.
Is it a magic fire?
Yeah, as I say, do you feel any heat when you put your hand near it?
Yes.
Oh.
What's that? Fire, you said? I happen to know a thing or two about fire.
My long lost brethren.
This chamber has 3 sinks, a toilet, and a bathtub. All crafted from polished stone with rusty iron fixtures.
Yep, that's fire. All right.
True.
Is he?
Huh.
It's the bathroom.
Ah, yes, the throne with the apple bowl.
Yep.
I don't think you can take that chair with you.
Man.
Nonsense. We have a tower.
We did figure out that, and we have yet to be punished for it. Our hubris has yet to pay off.
Oh, this is close.
This way.
What's,
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Is Ragnar checking out a different area?
I'm just sort of keeping watch.
Okay.
I need to see where Ragnar went.
Hold on.
I stepped inside and I was like, "Yep, that's fire," and then I walked back outside. Now I'm watching towards the goblin.
Oh,
caves.
okay.
You don't hear your allies in the room anymore.
Oh shit! Did I miss a door?
Guys,
You did. I got you.
So, I feel like at this point I'd noticed he wasn't behind me anymore.
Yep.
I'm gonna...
where did y'all go?
Ragnar.
Well, there's clearly an open door over there. Where the fuck did y'all go?
Left.
Uh,
Out here.
Oh boy. A woven black mat covers the floor of this room. Dented shields and weapons hang from the walls.
Ah, a sparring room.
Stand in front of the door so they can't sneak away this time.
Wooden mannequins decked in rusty helms and breastplates occupy this room. 3 of the mannequins have rusty daggers sticking out of them.
Okay.
Stabbing
yes.
practice.
Stabbing room.
It's a stabbing room next to the interrogation chambers.
This is where they kept their equipment. What were they? They had a whole community here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey, question.
Uh-huh.
I just had a moment of curiosity. I walk inside. You said there's armor in here?
Dented shields. And, like, some rusty spears.
Are they goblin-sized?
Nope. They are definitely human-sized.
Perhaps our totem friends.
It could be the goblin has killed all the
The
people
dragon.
living here.
The dragon killed the people.
All right.
I know it was. Yeah.
Does he... I won't ask.
What?
I was going to say, how does he kill? Is it the standard means of just, like, what... I guess I've never encountered a green.
He breathes breath of poison and it rots you to the bone.
Have we been seeing signs of rot inside these buildings?
No, but you guys did find piles of corpses who seemed to be other than...
Okay.
They had no discernible wounds. It was just bone and
Okay.
cloth.
I trust your assessment. I just didn't know if maybe these people were killed in their homes or outside.
I peek around the corner.
You can see a lot of forest. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Yep, that's what.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tree.
that's a dense forest.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go back into creepy doll forest yet, so
You would, even with that low perception, you can immediately see a few of the totems hanging in the trees.
What you looking for, Truth?
Truth.
Oh, I remember the dragon being off that way. But I can't see it from here.
I would like to also take a look in that direction.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I think while they're peering in the woods, Brock's going to check out the building.
Oh,
Interestingly enough, 28.
All right. Wow. You can see, obviously, scanning the trees, you see the various, all the totems and stuff hanging in there. You can see that it definitely, you can almost spot some clearings. You can definitely see there's certain areas where the trees are less thick. You can spot the walls on the other side. And above it all, on one of the towers, you can see the hulking form of a green dragon just kind of laying there.
I point to Truth and be like, yeah, it's right there.
Also, I forgot to mention, while you guys were coming up here, because last time you guys kind of took this direction, straight along the cliffs, all along this building are piles of broken swords, dented helms, and torn metal armor. It's all irons and steels.
Is it like?
I missed some.
Is it look similar to like someone defending a dragon attack?
It looks like it's been piled here purposefully.
Oh. Okay.
This room, Brock, seems thoroughly ransacked. Overturned and broken shelves and tables lie on the floor, along with piles of old rugs and bleached human skulls. A stuffed owlbear stands on its hind legs in the corner.
Is it like beside me?
No, it'd be here.
Because I feel like if it was, I'd have been like,
Yeah.
owlbears are like, God, they're like 4 feet tall and they're laying down.
Yep.
Guys, you may want to check out this room.
True. What'd you do?
So I'm getting caught on the walls. Okay, there we
Truth
go.
got stuck by the floaty boat.
Yeah, I don't know how well door collision is fixed in Chimera. That's the name of the next build, by the way, Chimera.
Oh, okay. I was like,
If you notice in the corner of Tailspire, it says Dragon Build.
oh, is it because C build, Charlie? Okay. Oh, well, no, Dragon build. I don't know. Anyway. Neatly arranged skull piles.
You know, how comes it? What happens to the rest of the skeleton?
Another closet with hooks.
Okay.
And this building as well has the lit sconces.
Why the hooks?
To hang
Like a
their
coat rack?
clothes?
Oh.
I would assume.
Oh, this is a bit of a
headache room.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, guess I'll try this way.
Okay.
I mean, I was going one way while you went.
Yeah, I'll go the other way.
Oh, there's a door here. I guess I'll try that guy out.
Okay. No decorations in there because these rooms are tight. But
Yeah.
This appears to be a bathroom. A
Oh.
working sink, toilet, and bathtub.
Bathrooms.
And Kalana also finds a working sink, bathtub, and toilet.
Huh.
And then in this room, This room contains 4 wooden narrow beds draped in dusty quilts and cobwebs. Next to each bed is a nightstand, and it seems to be have a bunch of unlit candles on them.
I'm gonna check the nightstands, see if there's anything in them about the people who lived here.
What room is Koana in?
I'm on the other side.
I don't see a door on that side. Oh, there you are.
This is a larger room, consisting of a large bathroom that almost seems to be a sauna. Wooden bench stands against the wall with hooks above it that hold musty old towels. Vents in the floor seem to be next to a valve on the wall.
Oh.
Whoever these guys were, they knew how to party.
Yeah, this is
A spacious bedroom. Tattered rugs woven with images of tigers battling scorpions cover the floor. The walls are painted with faded images of serpents. A wooden bed carved with serpentine motifs stands against the wall, draped in dusty quilts and flanked by nightstands. Atop each nightstand are also 9 half-melted wax candles. Against another wall, stands a blood-stained wooden altar, decorated with silver and bronze designs of claws, fangs, beaks, and eyes. Piled around the altar are dozens of bleached human skulls.
oh shit, where'd it go? Oh, the
They
door.
really liked sacrificing.
Oh,
shit,
hey.
didn't they?
Either that or
hey.
they just had an
Hi.
excess of bleach.
Hi.
I would assume sun bleached.
Well, you can tell it was a single man because his bed is in the corner of the room.
Well, I feel personally attacked.
Oh,
I'm just gonna log off here and go lay in the corner bed.
Love you, Mark.
Is it a twin bed?
It is not.
Okay. It's at least a full, so you're good.
It's a queen size, which is why I can't scoot
queen.
my scoot my chair back away from my desk more than this. I'm literally like that's the bed.
Queen size can hold at least like 3 body pillows.
I'm glad you know that, Greg.
I
Continuing on.
Yes. Sorry.
gotta remember that for after stream.
I'm gonna check the drawers.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Oh.
For the. Oh, I see.
Check on the room.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
13?
The nightstands contain nothing. Under the bed, you find the shed skins of 2 very large snakes.
Oh.
But no snakes in sight. And, looking around, you do notice something looks a little odd about the altar. You go over to it, you brush the marble, or the wood, and you notice there's a small button on the side. Something you could click in.
I'm gonna push it.
What'd you find there, Koana?
Click. The front of the altar drops down suddenly, and it seems to have a wooden scroll tube covered with images of centipedes.
Ooh, that's a
Ragnar?
face I don't recognize.
Ragnar's still watching the door.
Oh,
Like
shoot. Oh, wait.
I'm not here.
Oh yeah, Ragnar's like,
That's right. He's not here. Oh, okay. Take this to him.
I mean, I can run it to him. I guess.
Ragnar's been
I think we
paranoid
could all
about
just
being
go out.
ambushed ever since we decided not to clear out that cave.
That's fair.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
So I'm basically just sort of standing here watching the door with my staff, sort of like,
Is it still like afternoon?
it's starting to get a little late.
Okay.
And
Did you take the scroll tube with you?
Yeah.
Because I feel like they were pretty averse to sunlight.
This is a bathroom. Actually,
Secret room with
Bathroom.
secrets do you hide? Toilet paper.
Oh.
Oh,
Switch it to
goodness
Tearulai.
gracious.
switch it to the evening. At this point,
I
also Cinnamon has disappeared.
Poofed. Yeah.
Also, I hate to do this, but we're gonna need a quick break. We will be right back. I think I only have a 10-minute break button, but I don't think it has a timer, so we'll be back in just a few minutes. Sorry about that, folks. We're back. Should be good the rest of the session. All right. So, yes, you found the scroll case with Centipede.
Should go back out, maybe. See if Ragnar can identify this.
Yes, although I do want to mention real quick, I just noticed that apparently my input is incorrect.
You were a little
For
echoey.
your microphone?
Yeah, I'm currently being picked up by my webcam mic and not my actual facing mic. I noticed that because I was muted and said something, and Greg responded to it, and then I realized, oh shit, I'm muted. So give me a moment, if you don't mind. Let's try to fix that. Should just be a simple.
Would we be okay to teleport back to the front of the...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of going through this
twisty
hell hallway.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, much
Yeah,
clearer.
much better.
Oh, there we go. Fixed.
Oh wait, where's
Nope.
Where's Ragnar?
Wonderful.
Where did you go?
I'm by near the entrance.
They're all
Yeah,
teleporting
where's the-
outside.
Oh yeah, we're outside.
Ragnar detector.
So they would have passed you on the way
Let's go outside.
Huh?
on the way out.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll go outside.
As you guys emerge out the building, the sun is starting to get low in the sky. It is slowly becoming evening. It is definitely later evening at this point.
Get low.
Probably only have probably a few hours left of daylight, if that.
Here's a question. Do we want to try talking to the dragon tonight or tomorrow?
I think tonight, and then we can talk about it before we rest for the night.
Okay.
But first, hand the scroll to Ragnar that we found.
The scroll is of what? Centipedes?
It is a scroll case that is filled, that is designed with a bunch of centipedes. It definitely seems to have something in it.
All right. Does the design seem to have any significance that I can discern?
Make me a religion check.
It's only a 4.
Nope.
All right, I kind of... Something in there. How old does it look?
It seems to be well maintained. So, and it did you tell him it was found in the altar? Or did you just tell him you found
Oh no, I just said I found it.
So yeah, I mean, it seems like it's been protected, so it's hard to tell how old it is.
Did you look inside yet?
No, I figured it's a scroll, and you're the best at reading scrolls.
Or it's
Because
filled
it's a
with
scroll.
centipedes.
And you like bugs, so either way, it's...
I put my ear to it to make sure I don't hear the sound of like a million crawling centipedes.
Nope.
All right, continuing on the paranoia trend that chat mentioned, I'm gonna look and see if it appears to be trapped in any way.
Make me an investigation check.
Six.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
I'm still gonna open it up, pointing away from my face. Does it have like a screw top? What's
Yeah,
the
it's got a screw
mechanism
top.
on this? Okay.
Nothing happens.
Nice hiss.
So basically, I'm gonna use this as a prop because I like props. Just
There is a scroll in there.
pull that thing out.
It is a scroll of speak with animals.
I guess I would immediately know
Yeah.
that since I know how to do that, don't I? I'd be
Exactly.
like, oh, it's a scroll of speak with animals.
Oh,
What are the rules on scrolls again? Isn't like you have to be able to cast the spell?
It has to be, yeah, you have to be able to, even if it's higher level than what you can cast. And then there's some rules around if you could cast it. If it's underneath your level, you don't have to roll on it. If it's above, you do. But it has to exist on your class's spell list for you to be able to cast it.
So would I
Which
be
is
able
why
to
you
read
guys
it too?
Yes. Which is why you guys couldn't cast Knock.
Yeah, we remember. That was fun. Alright. Well.
Well, can anybody else cast Speak with Animals?
I mean, I can.
Here you go.
Okay.
Probably want to hold on to that.
Yeah. Alright.
I can
hold on to
I
it.
can cast Speak with Animals using my stick.
Oh, that's nice.
Welp.
Alright, let's do this.
Time to hit the dusty trail.
Going through the forest, you once again see lots of those totems in the trees.
Yay.
Up ahead, you can see a large stone mound of earth and rock, 70-foot long, 50-foot wide, 10-foot high platform covered with moss and ivy. Connected seems to be the two stone walkways, the walls, raised atop the 20-foot high columns. Next to it, a roughly 15-foot high. Above, you can see a 15-foot high building, atop of which you can already hear the snores of this dragon.
So, question.
And you can see stairs on the southern side leading up. On the northern side. Wait.
So, Kalana?
South and west. The compass got fucked up.
Kalana?
There we go. Yes.
What?
Is it? Are we sure this is the same one?
Yes.
Is he going to recognize you?
He's not my dragon.
Okay.
Truth.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check
Okay.
as you get up there.
It's just a straight roll.
Oh.
Truth is very observant.
He's concentrating on not being nervous.
Now
and
that
being
you're
extremely
now
nervous.
that you're all up there, what are your passives?
Oh. Ragnar?
Our passive is
muted.
Ragnar. 15 for me.
16. Brock?
You're muted, Mark.
I forget where to look that up on this sheet. Give me a second.
10.
If you're on page 1, it's on the far left
It's
underneath
the
your
very
saves.
senses. Yeah, right below saves.
I think it's like 20 something.
Yeah, it's something really high. So 22.
There we go.
It
My
should just be a
passive
plus
perception
10.
is 23.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So two things happen as you guys are coming up here. The first thing is that everyone but Truth notices something's weird. You can see just a bit of the dragon's head, just resting right in the corner of the battlements. The scaly brow, the horned ridge, the closed eye, and a giant emerald greatsword stuck into its skull. And
Years of boss
Huh?
years of boss fights have told me we need to attack it on the sword.
And it's at that point you guys hear the wind blows fiercely, and you hear a whisper on the wind. Free me.
Oh.
I can only contain it whilst I sleep.
I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh god, we have to get the sword.
Is there like a visible effect to that spell?
No.
She just...
Okay.
See, I always imagine that there's kind of like, when I cast Pass Without a Trace, there's sort of like a light, like your ears popping, and then everything seems muffled for a second.
It's like the rogue stealth bubble
Yeah.
from WoW.
Yeah.
Because my thought was that, because we all heard that, right?
Yeah, all of you heard that.
Yeah, my thought was after hearing that, and then he cast that, I'm like, it's a bit late, isn't it? Like, he knows we're here.
No.
Here's the question I think we need to be asking. What was talking to us a moment ago? Was it the dragon, or was it that sword?
That's why it has two names.
Shit! Shit! Fuck! Shit! Son of a... I switch into Druidic. Fucking fur ficus!
I mean, it said I, didn't it?
It's a sword. It's a fucking sword.
Okay,
Truth.
so he
It's
can
not the
only...
truth. It's the fucking sword.
Yeah, well.
All right, so I guess we're gonna sneak up there and pull that sword out of its head. Is that...
How?
Well, I'm the
Well,
only one strong enough to do
I
it.
say Kalana's got a non-negative strength, so...
Yeah. 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 That checks out.
God.
Actually, all right. Who wants to hear a terrible idea?
I've got one after yours.
I've got a rope and climbing anchor.
And
we could do it from here.
no, you're not. No.
Okay, fine. What was your plan, Truth?
It was me.
What was your plan, Brock?
I can use heat metal on the sword and fry his brain.
No, we need the sword.
I don't
Okay.
think that's gonna work. All right, so we'll sneak up there and just yank the...
It's
Oh my god.
If you want. Where's that?
Look, eventually that thing's gonna fucking wake up if we just stand here whispering, so let's get inside. Let's get inside. Everybody sneak to the door.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that we can't. What if it's locked? Don't...
So yeah, I'm gonna sneak to the door.
there's a door
There's one right here, too.
Oh, there's a... Wow, camera angles. I was like, I'm just gonna sneak to the door, and everybody's like, where the fuck is that at?
That's 26, man.
Yeah, 23 perception. That's a dragon. That's a door, Ragnar. I was focused on the dragon.
Hey.
A dusty room strewn with treasure.
No.
We should close this door.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Do you see a ladder?
Is there a way up?
There is
I'll
not.
fly.
I'm gonna
Ragnar
try to
sees-
open...
I say Ragnar sees another door.
I'm going to try to quietly open this door.
Make me a stealth check. Actually, everybody make me a stealth check.
Oh.
Everybody? Oh, this isn't fair.
We have Pass Without a
Yeah,
Trace.
you guys have
We do
plus
have
10.
this.
But I have a -1. And disadvantage.
Oh.
Truth, honey.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oddly enough.
13.
34.
31.
24.
13 still pretty good.
Wait. Stroke of genius. +5.
Flash genius.
Okay.
Oh,
Flash of genius.
Okay.
All right, so 18 then.
Okay.
Ooh. almost always forget I have that.
How?
A small chamber, which seems to have an arch gate set into the wall.
Oh.
This room is not lit, so it's. You do have dark vision.
Mm-hmm. I got my dark vision
Sorry.
goggles, so I just.
The arch is engraved with images of dancing dwarves.
Ooh.
I'm going to sort of motion to the other people, like, come here.
As you approach it, Thornwall comes up.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Miss Fireball.
All right. Let's.
Do you want me to try to go up there?
You're not. You're not going up there by yourself because if that thing wakes up.
It
Then
won't
you door
see
up
me.
there with her.
By the way, where is everybody?
Yeah, I
Right
need to at
outside.
least be up there with you so we can get the fuck away.
All right, fine. Dim doors up.
Wait, before you go, Kalana,
Yes.
are you going to be the one to pull on it?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Enlarge.
So,
No.
Brock just makes some motions, and suddenly, Kalana grows. Just her gear and everything just getting larger. I believe that's one size category.
Doubles in all dimensions.
I
One category, yep. Medium to large.
think.
It also gives you advantage on strength checks and throws.
I don't believe you can dim door anymore.
Oh, really? I mean, you've got your rope. You can probably reach.
Also-
Look how tall you are now.
Also,
You're like 8 feet.
you are now big enough that you can easily reach the top of the parapet.
Okay.
Yeah, just.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your
so-
weapon does more damage, and you have advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, I can't dim door anymore with her.
Just dim door yourself up.
Okay. All right.
So I'll climb up.
Okay, go ahead and make me an acrobatics check or athletics
I-
with advantage.
I guess I could have just flown up and done that.
Oh, guys. I already used fly once at the beginning of today.
Yeah.
Remember when I fell off the building? I only got one spell.
You guys haven't
Oh.
taken a single short rest.
Well, then here, how about this? I can go up there and guard her.
Okay, great. Yeah.
I'll fly up there.
Okay. Did you say with advantage? I forgot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
Sorry.
Did you move me?
Yes, I had moved you. I didn't
Oh,
realize
okay.
you were. I didn't realize you were doing it.
15.
You're easily able to lift yourself up on top. Go ahead, and both of you up there, make me another stealth check.
Oh, this is where we fuck up.
Is this
Even
a-
if I gently land.
Is it with advantage or no?
Depends if you normally have advantage.
No, I don't.
You still have the plus. You're still in range of my.
I just wasn't sure if we're in dark vision category yet, but 30.
What am I even doing? There we go. Jeez.
Rock, I swear to God.
I was looking at my spell sheets. What?
Please. Okay.
No, I gotta do one more. Disadvantage.
No! 17?
16.
17.
No, 17.
That's a
Sorry.
17.
Yep. And I can flash a genius myself if I have to.
Save
Okay.
that for my check. Okay. Sword.
Okay.
As you approach, you notice this sword it's definitely a great sword, although now it looks a little smaller to you. It has
Oh, a toothpick.
a bright emerald blade. It actually seems to be almost made of emerald. A nice filigreed hilt, and at the pommel you can see the 7 stars of Saloon.
I'm gonna say a prayer to Saloon under my breath. And we're gonna try to pull a sword out of a dragon.
This would make a dope-ass paladin weapon.
I think that's what we're going for.
I don't think I can do anything to help any further.
So,
I mean,
other than flash of genius is the only thing you can do.
All right.
oh yeah, you're right.
Make me a strength check.
And I get advantage because I'm big, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, sweet Mary Mother of Jesus.
Nice.
19?
Just to be extra safe, I can do it anyway.
No.
Yeah, Flash Genius.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, if you want it, yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Do it?
actually, yeah, do it. Fine.
Give you that 24.
Okay. You grip your hands around the sword ever so quietly. And you... Actually, just one hand, honestly, because it's where you're enlarged. Around the hilt. The grip. And you just... You start to, and then you're like, wait a second. And you put one foot against the dragon and just pull. And with a... It comes free. Immediately, the dragon's eye snaps open.
That's a fair reaction.
You see bewilderment in its face. Wyllow won't know what hit her. And with that, he takes to the skies.
Oh.
Oh no.
And you see him fly off towards the tower.
Oh,
Well-
oh.
Were we able to hear that from down here?
Easily.
Brock will just kind of look at the sword.
How's it going up there, guys?
We're not
Everything
fighting a
good?
dragon now.
Get down.
Oh, what did we just do?
Present the sword to Truth.
Well,
Trembling.
I'm just imagining giant Kalana just sort of like,
On her
Bent.
knees. Yeah.
Tearulai?
Take it, please.
Okay, all right. I'll pick it up.
It is a hefty sword. You can't actually lift this easily on your own.
And large only lasts a minute.
Um,
Sorry, where you want it?
you know of you Truth, you would know if you were to make this, attune to it, and make it your pact weapon, it would be weightless to you. But that would mean attuning to it.
And last time I attuned to a sword, it
Did
got
go
replaced. Yeah.
But Saloon told you. Didn't she?
She told me to free it.
How long does enlarge last, by the way?
1 minute.
Okay, it would have faded at this point.
I'm still just sitting on my knees, shaking.
And about a minute later, things suddenly change. The sun immediately sets, and the moon is suddenly high in the sky. And what was once a crisp autumn evening becomes a freezing winter night.
Oh. Oh. You want to get inside? Let's talk more inside.
Yeah, I guess we could. Oh, hey, there's treasure in here.
You can hear the roar of the dragon in the distance echoing through the cavern.
So, one way or another, we're going to need to deal with that.
Maybe.
Actually, hold that thought.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do the vines appear when I walk towards the thingamajoober?
Yes.
Fuck.
Hmm.
Alright, yeah, one way or another, we're going to need to deal with that.
There is a lot of gold and silver and copper in here.
What the? Damn it.
Oh. There you go.
Oh, what have we done?
Made a mess, that's for certain. But I feel like we should be used to that by now.
Well,
That's-
Wyllow was we freed a dragon from Willow's control.
I mean, that could be good.
Yeah, she wasn't. I got a feeling she wasn't exactly the.
You hear the distant sound of a far-off explosion.
Let's take a quick rest in here while we plan. How's that sound?
You know, I don't think Willow is going to be too worried about us for a while.
Yeah.
DM question: can I attune to this without making it my pact weapon?
Yes, but it won't be weightless. And you won't be able to use charisma with it.
I am extraordinarily hesitant to try to make this a pact weapon.
Right.
Does this thing have a consciousness? Oh, wait. I can probably find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can use identify on it. We got time.
Do we?
You hear the sounds of animals fleeing the forest outside.
Well,
Alright.
I don't want to be.
One way or another, I'm going to have to deal with this, so...
I should leave.
Yeah. Oh, where's this bridge go?
No, the tunnel, right?
Tunnel?
The way the dwarves went, wasn't that? She said that they made a way out.
Alright.
This thing.
Isn't that what she said?
I step outside and look towards the tower. What do I see?
You can see the dragon flying around the tower. Various spells going up towards the dragon, and the dragon breathing poisonous gas down into the forest.
Where were these doors?
What?
There was a thorn wall in front of the tunnel, if you don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Take it. We burn it. We can.
Is the portal in this room still have vines up around it?
Yes.
It did.
I don't. Can we try to pull the vines away from this?
Sure.
I have a possible solution.
Yeah.
Put a torch to it.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, stepping back into the room. Willow's distracted, I would assume. Here's the issue. We can try to burn away the vines on this gate, but here's the problem. A, we don't know how to activate the gate. So we could burn away the vines, piss off Willow. The dragon might get killed.
Well,
And
I I feel like no matter
what if we can't get through it?
Exactly. That's
Found
my
the
point.
other.
We don't know what the
If it
trigger
won't let us-
mechanism is. So we should
Or it
probably
might.
try to find another way.
Laura, you get a D6 Bardic Inspiration.
Thanks.
I think the whole burning the vines thing isn't what's annoying her right now.
We need to run.
All right. So what's up with this
You
bridge?
hear a giant crash echo in the forest.
Excuse me a second.
Do we want
You
to
no
take?
longer see the dragon.
Run. We have to run.
Right. So dragon's dead.
Kalana, what are you doing?
We have to go. We can't stay here.
Yeah. Can we take this bridge across?
Where does it go? What if it just stays there? What if it's a dead end?
I don't know. I didn't. Can I poke my head out the door and see, like around the corner? I step outside.
It leads into what appears to be a cavern.
Yeah, the bridge definitely gets out of this chamber.
All right.
I mean, if
Sure.
Ragnar's saying the dragon fell, I don't know what.
If you
Yeah,
want
the
to leave, we
dragon's
gotta
dead.
go. Oh. I mean,
So now we've got a almost certainly very pissed off archdruid. Not very far away.
Ragnar,
yo,
you see in the sky coming your way a giant eagle.
Yes, a very,
Yeah,
very,
let's go.
very pissed off archdruid. All right, get on the fucking. I'm gonna grab Kalana by the shoulder. Get on the fucking bridge.
As you guys make your
Oh.
way across, you're just at the entrance to the cavern
Oh.
when another thorn wall appears.
I cast Wall
Yeah.
of Fire on it.
Oh, what level is Wall of Fire?
4th, I believe.
4th. It burns at the thorn wall, and the thorn wall just keeps regenerating over top of it.
This is gonna be painful. This is gonna be extremely painful. I get rid of
You
Wall of
hear
Fire,
a
and
loud swoosh behind you, and there stands Wyllow.
I'm gonna step in front.
Guests.
Hello.
What have you done to my forest?
Nothing.
we just helped out a dragon.
You helped out Valdemar. And her eyes flick to the great sword being carried by Truth.
Don't let her take it.
Nope. Mm-mm.
She does. You can see that her armor looks a little torn in places. I don't believe you're welcome in my woods anymore.
Well, we were just leaving anyway, so
Perhaps I'll add you to my collection.
I'm gonna
I
draw
need
my
you all to
bow.
roll initiative.
Yeah, summon my scythe.
On the bridge.
This is gonna be a showdown. Oh wait.
Is this where I need to pull a Gandalf? Like, is this?
hey, Brock, you said you stepped in front.
Yeah, I'm.
Could you
yeah,
move your figure to where you want to actually be?
Yeah,
Y'all aren't on the
in front of
grid, are
guys.
you?
I'm not.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, let me actually put on. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Actually, I want to be on this side if he's over there.
Yeah.
Also, let's see if this is actually going to come into place.
That many though. Oh, let's see. Hey, that's good. Gonna throw that in the water. Get it off the board.
So
Ignore that second one.
There's a lot of notes for this. Okay, yes, it is very cold out. the wind is whipping around, and I need initiatives. So I forgot to roll Wyllow. It's kind of important. Apparently, I don't have the fucking thing on, so I'll get that on in a moment. Because I was gaming Friday without it. Okay. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
I got an
19.
I got an 18.
I didn't hear what Bark said.
19.
Okay.
18.
All right. 15 to...
And 16 for me.
Okay. What'd you get, Kalana?
10.
Okay. Brock, you're up first.
I might regret this, but I feel like I'm gonna have to run up at her face. Yeah, I can't think of another spell that's gonna be useful, so. Get up right there and just swing at her.
Okay.
Let's do our Thunder Gauntlet. Oh, nope, not that button. Swing number 1. 22.
That's a hit.
$12. Thunder.
All right.
Swing number 2. 19.
Hit.
$13. Thunder.
Okay.
That's it.
Ragnar.
How thick is this bridge?
About 5 feet thick.
Oh, wait. No, never mind. I guess I'm gonna cast, without really knowing what we're up against yet, since she hasn't acted, I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere. No, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Flaming Spear on her square. It's a 5-foot diameter, so it's just her square.
Okay. That's weird for a spell to actually say that, but
Yeah, exactly. And then basically that's going to be one of those things where on her turn she'll have to do a dex save.
okay. So a
I'm
ball
also
of fire
gonna-
just begins to erupt in her space.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to click that cast button. Boop.
That it?
That'll be it for now.
Truth.
Um, Eldritch Blast.
Old faithful.
He's not a caster.
25.
That's a hit.
It better be. Oh shit. Come on. There goes. 5 damage.
Okay. Second ray.
Mm-hmm. 10.
That is a miss.
Yeah. Alright, and then my turn.
All right. On her turn,
Part that I'm worried about.
she has to make a dex save, apparently.
I believe it'll be a DC 16.
She saves.
All right. You save for half, so 2 fire. Man, I miss Fireball.
All right. Yes, that's exactly what she'll do for her turn. She does a little sidestep to get here. And reaches out, seeing Truth being standing there. And a beam of brilliant light flashes out from her hand in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. I need Ragnar and Truth to make Constitution saving throws.
My ass just gets sunbeamed. Woof.
I'm
Got around
gonna use my inspiration to try to roll that again.
You know what? So am I.
Got around my disadvantage, I see. Oh, shit.
Oh, Brockett, you're fine.
Shit.
9.
13.
Alright, let me see what her DC is. You both fail.
Yeah.
I don't think... Yeah, I can't actually.
Wyllow uses Hyper Beam.
You take 24 radiant damage each. And you are blinded until your next turn.
That's fair.
The start of the next turn or end?
I guess start. It just says until your next turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so for like reactions and stuff?
Yep, can't do reactions, can't get disadvantage of getting attacked. Luckily, you only have Wyllow to deal with.
Wait a minute, shouldn't we make those saves on our turns?
Nope. A beam of brilliant light flashes out from your hand, blah blah blah. Each creature in the line must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yep. That's how Sunbeam's worded. And with that, she also then, you can see now, Brock specifically sees, obviously, a scimitar on her waist. She unsheaths it.
Oh, okay. I can deal with a scimitar.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to...
Also, basically around her is this just giant thing of light. She just looks like she's emitting the sun from her hand.
Cool.
It doesn't give you any sort of disadvantages or anything. It's just, she's really bright.
Well, nowhere to hit. I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike on my arrow. As I draw my bow, I will say swift death to you, who have wronged me, and declare her my sworn enemy. As I fire. Yeet. Oh my god.
Oh no.
You have inspiration.
Yeah, we're gonna
And a
use
d6 as well. You can use either, or both.
Let's use inspiration on this one.
Fuck.
Alright, fine. And the d6, fine. I'll use the d6 too.
That was gonna be my question. Can you stack them? Like, why not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
16.
16. Your arrow flies straight for her and just barely clips her in the shoulder.
So I get it?
You get it?
Okay. She needs to make a saving throw.
What type?
I believe it is. I hop around on mine. A strength 13.
She fails.
Sweet. We're about to have some fun with damage here. We got... How many? 1, 2, 4. Whee! So that's 25 piercing damage. And because of the spell, she is going to be restrained She's going to take an additional 1d6 damage at the beginning of each of her turns. She is restrained by vines.
Okay.
Thorny vines.
How does she break out of that?
She can make another strength check.
As an action, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a success, the target's free.
But it's specifically as an action. She can not at the end of her turns.
Yep, use its action to make
Okay.
the strength check. This is Kalana's. Fuck you!
All right.
And we're gonna fire. And fire again, because I have another shot, so. Actually.
I get another shot.
Pew, pew. 13.
Miss.
Why am I rolling like shit? Last one.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
I
that's
have
right.
3 on my first turn.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
21.
That's a hit.
Yay. So that's an additional 22 damage. 22 piercing.
Hey, restrained condition gives advantage to attack rolls.
Oh.
All attack rolls.
Good to know.
All right. So that means
So-
your second shot.
Yeah, that one you missed?
Yeah. Roll to hit the missed one again.
Okay. We'll roll for the missed one. See if that one works.
No.
No. And now roll. Now just roll another d20 to see if the third one would have been a crit.
Okay. Probably not.
Okay. Nope.
Better safe than sorry.
Now I'm
Right.
done.
Brock.
I feel like at this point, to be safe, you know what? Screw it. We'll just do the same thing. I thought about doing some mirror images, but I haven't seen her hit anything yet, so we're just gonna smack her. Well, I'll stand in front of her first, and then I will swing at her. Ignore this; it populated the wrong die. Okay, and the attack roll. 23.
Hit.
Okay. 9 thunder.
Okay.
That was with advantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Roll the attack again.
Whoops. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Still would have hit.
All right. The second one.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the standard roll. And then what? Add 8.
No, roll another
It's
You
d8.
roll a
D8.
second.
Yeah.
Another.
We're not doing brutal crits, remember?
Oh, we're not doing right. Yeah. I don't roll them very often. So is that 14 then? So like I got 8 on the first one.
All right.
Yep.
Ragnar.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
You're
step
no
to the
longer blind.
side. Gonna step to the side. I'm going to move my flaming sphere.
That can burn the vines.
mm,
That are
What if she's dead
her.
and the vines go away?
no, she means her vines.
My vines
Oh,
that are restraining her.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. I guess I'll leave the flaming sphere where it is. And I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray. Yeah, so I'm gonna make Scorching Ray, which means I got a lot of freaking dice to roll,
With advantage.
rice to dole.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Oh!
Do I get something special
Wow.
for that?
No, unfortunately.
Can someone make the confetti noise at least on stream?
Oh wait. Oh, I mean, this will probably technically be play over the party, but it is a fire spell, so.
Nice.
What?
I'd try
Fireball.
the fireball animation.
Right. Okay,
Man, if
Scorching
she
Ray,
doesn't get
number
a second
1.
turn, man. You guys are dishing out damage.
fuck you.
I was
All right,
terrified running at her, I'm not
14
gonna lie.
fire.
All right.
Ray number 2. Gone and forgotten what I actually add to that. 10, 27.
That's a hit.
6 fire. Ray number 3. 29.
Yep, that'll do it.
10 fire. And forgive me for 1 second. I've gone and forgotten something. What an action.
How much was that? 10?
Yeah, that last one was 10 fire. Mm-hmm.
What'd you get?
What action it takes me to summon my kitty cat?
Oh.
No, it's your wild shape, so it's a bonus.
It's a bonus action?
I believe so.
Alright, so I also forget what the damage... why is this... There we go. What the damage is when I summon it. Nope, it is an action, according to the description, so I do not do that.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, it would be an action. Okay. Is that it?
That is it.
Truth. She's looking really rough.
Yep. Boop, boop, boop. Scythe.
You guys just dished out damage. You can see she's starting to reach. She's like trying to reach in her pocket.
All right. This is +7. Okay. Gonna hit. That's
Yeah, that's a hit.
yeah. It's 26. And then +4 on this. So 11 damage.
Okay.
Then second swing. Come on. 15 to hit.
Miss.
All right. Well,
You do have one more attack you can do.
I boop her. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, I'll have to do that next time. Oops, with advantage. +7 on this as well.
That's a hit.
Yep. And let me just check something. It is my packed weapon. So I'm going to layer an Eldritch Smite on top of this. On top of the boop.
It's an evil boop.
Oh, boy. All right, so it's 1d4 plus 5d8. +3.
Oh.
36 damage.
You slash across Wyllow and leave that first small gash in her armor. She dodges past your second swipe, and as you bring up the butt of the weapon, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I'm going to just go jab it right into her solar plexus, just right in there.
You jab the spiked butt of this weapon straight into her chest, and she... and you just see the ends of her fingers start to crumble to dust as the rest of her slowly just blows away in the breeze. And you hear a ting, 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 ting. And there is a crystalline bulb left in the dust on the ground. Yeah,
I am going to be in so much trouble.
That would have been real bad had she gotten her next turn, because she would have became an Earth Elemental.
Oh, well, then I would have just had advantage with Moonbeam.
Oh no, she would have became an Earth Elemental and ran
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
and recovered.
Pick up the crystal.
Oh, if her circle finds out about this, I'm in so much shit.
I don't know if
Oh
she's really
no.
a part of a circle
Don't-
anymore, dude.
Don't.
It's a crystal bulb about as big as a pear. Inside looks to be a tiny effigy of Hallister Blackcloak.
What the?
And
Was she created by him?
it definitely seems like it was something that she was reaching for when you killed her.
Is she trying to contact Hallister?
I mean, that could be her focus. Can I take a look at it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Does it look like a druidic focus in any way?
No.
Okay, this is definitely not a focus.
Also, the
Do
rest
I-
of her equipment got dusted. This was the only thing that did not.
Do
Oh
we,
man, I bet you
I
have
can
really
id-
good druidic focus.
I can identify it if you want.
I was gonna say maybe you should do identify on this, Brock.
Yeah.
So there's also still the emerald sword. It is, by the way,
Also
it is
that.
freezing.
All
Yeah,
right,
we should
how about
probably
this?
go that way first.
Go back into the horde.
Yeah, let's go back
Dragon's
inside.
dead.
Oh, okay. You can do that. Is it
All right.
snowing or just freezing?
It is freezing cold.
Okay. Yep, we're just gonna.
Ragnar, you can
Mhm.
see now a handful of larger bats flying from this direction, or
Oh.
from where the werebats were, towards Willow's tower.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a morning problem.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It is slightly warmer in here, being an enclosed space, and the fact that it was autumn just maybe 30 minutes ago.
Is there a hearth or anything in here?
There is not.
All right, so I'm just gonna start shoveling gold into my bag of holding.
All right, so I know identify takes 10 minutes. If you're casting as a
I think it's
ritual.
just a minute. Oh, yes.
Yeah, if you're casting as a ritual, it takes 10. What all are you identifying?
Start with the Hallister thing, and then we can do the sword.
Okay, so while you are casting identify, you guys
We go
find-
through the treasure.
Go to the dragon's hoard here. You guys find 3,500 gold,
Uh,
6,000 silver, 15,000 copper, a large black pearl, about fist-sized,
oh,
what appears to be a potion, which looks like it holds fog that, as you kind of slosh it around, seems to even still move like water.
I'm gonna place it in front of Brock where he's concentrating.
And a what appears to be a spell scroll. This one, though, immediately looks familiar. Although it's missing the golden filigree that you found on the first one, this is another scroll of Hero's Feast.
oh,
Can any of us cast Hero's Feast?
You.
Me?
It is a
Yeah.
druid spell, yes.
Oh, okay. I don't.
say, if nobody wants it, can I claim the pearl for casting reasons in case I have a spell that needs it?
Go ahead.
Cool.
Um,
Is just called a black pearl.
that you know of.
Okay. I don't know what it's worth, but for item adding to my bag reasons. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna take out my wand of magic detection.
Yep.
And sort of activate it, and sort of like wave it around the gold pile. You know, see if it reacts to the pearl, any of the coins.
Just the potion, the scroll, and the pearl.
It's like, hey, that's magic as well.
Put it in front of him.
Just put that next to the potion.
So, what is first?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
The bulb, was it?
Yes.
just had it up, and then I lost it. There it is. Conjuration magic. It seems that if it is planted in earth or soil on this level of Undermountain, it will be destroyed and summon Hallister Blackcloak.
It's a calling card. If we want to face this head on, but I don't think that's wise.
What do you mean?
So apparently this will summon Hallister himself.
Resisting the urge to yeet that thing into the frickin' lake. Okay, well, we definitely want to hold on to that. Just like
It only
anywhere.
works here.
Oh. So before we
Wait,
continue,
it only works here, you said?
Only works on this level.
What?
I'm not sure. This seems to only have a radius of in here.
so before we continue identifying, maybe we should get somewhere where we'll be able to stay the night before we freeze.
It's not
Because-
it's not too terribly cold in this building.
Yeah, but it's gonna get cold.
It's true.
Light a fire.
Then the room's gonna fill with smoke. There's no flue.
Oh.
I
We
mean,
either
is there
need-
not
We
a
can
not
go
a
to-
place outside of here that we can set up our tower?
I was gonna say we either need to find a spot to set up the tower, or we need to hike it back to where we spent last night.
Of course, those chambers were fairly warm because they had all the sconces lit up constantly.
Why don't
That's
we
true.
just go there then?
Because there's still goblins in their caves.
Not the caves, the
Nocturnal.
buildings.
Yeah, the buildings are next to the goblins. They're gonna know we're there.
Is there enough room on
Somebody-
top of
think
this
they are
tower
gonna
to make the
care.
tower?
Somebody is lighting those sconces. Which means somebody is going into those buildings regularly.
I thought magic was lighting those sconces.
No, I don't think so. Am
They-
I mistaken?
They definitely did not seem to be magical, but they
Oh.
also didn't even seem to have a fuel source.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They
So,
were also affixed into the wall.
okay.
Is there enough room on top of this thing to put our tower up?
I'm worried about the structural integrity of that.
A dragon laid on top of there, I think it'd be fine.
That's
Well,
also true.
Does a dragon weigh as much as 15-foot stone tower?
Probably.
Let me check that, actually. I don't know if weight is a thing they factored on this.
I seriously doubt that.
It didn't. It just gives me the dimensions.
I mean, we can just go down the stairs and summon the tower right here. I mean, I'm pretty certain those trees will get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to worry about Wyllow
Ooh.
giving a shit anymore.
Exactly.
It's made of adamantine, so how much that weighs?
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's probably heavier than the dragon.
And it's 20 by 30, so do the math there. Times adamantine weight.
I feel like we should go somewhere that's an established structure, just so we gather as little attention as possible.
Well, then why don't we go to where all the trees were chopped down? It was open. It's all within
No,
the buildings.
I mean, either go back to the building where we spent the night yesterday, or do what you were suggesting a minute ago and go to one of the buildings over that way.
Let's go to one of the buildings over
Let's
this way
go,
then, because it's
yeah.
closer.
All right, lead the way.
There were
I
even
just
bathrooms.
realized I left.
Oh.
Left Wyllow there.
Quick question.
Yep.
Actually, can we carry all of this loot?
Split it up.
Like, are we gonna have to start calculating weight in our bags, or can we just take it?
Yeah, you guys have bags of holding, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you could carry all the coinage.
Okay, so we'll divide up the coinage. Like
I divided
whatever,
it if
but
you
what-
guys want the numbers.
Yeah, let's.
Yes, please.
It
Okay.
is 875 in gold, 1,500 in silver, and 5,000 copper.
Okay. Is somebody not taking the copper?
What?
It was
No, there was
15,000
20.
copper total.
Shit.
Oh, 15. Oh.
I think is what I said, right?
Oh, did
Yeah,
I
fif-
divide it wrong? Whoops.
You
I
divided
divided
it by 3.
Whoops. I don't know
Did
why. I
you
did
divide
that.
all of it by 3 or just the copper?
No. It was just that one I messed up.
Oh, okay. I will subtract
Sorry.
the 5,000 for now.
3,750.
Okay, there you go.
It's a good thing we got rid of all those coins before we left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with all this gold?
Okay, you guys, which one do you want to make your way back to specifically? You can just teleport there.
The one that's right at the corner with the big open room, maybe.
This guy?
I mean, I feel like the bunk room
This
would be
one?
the best bet.
'Cause
This
it has-
one,
Or which one?
see, this one here is a bunk room.
That's true.
They're a little musty, but they're beds.
They're moldy, but
And we can set up our own bedding.
All right. Can we just teleport over to
Yeah.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys definitely hear the sounds of bats in the air in the night. It takes you about 30 minutes to get there, just getting through the thick of the forest, and you're almost worried by the time you get there that you're about to freeze some digits off before you get inside. Then you get in, and with the sconces going in this room, it is fairly warm.
All right.
Actually, Ragnar, with your passive perception, especially now that you've been curious about them, you notice there's a faint smell of natural gas.
Okay.
Interesting.
So these things are gas powered.
At least it's warm.
I'm gonna quickly make my way around the room and make sure there's not any of them without flame.
They are all lit.
Okay.
Are there any apparent control devices?
No.
Well, I don't know how this thing works, but okay.
Would being an artificer, would I have any idea of how a gas line might work?
Yeah.
Like where it might go to source-wise?
Yeah, you can gather there's probably some sort of natural, like, gas pockets beneath the ground that all these buildings are piped into.
But I can't seem to find like a power source somewhere to turn it on.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Now that we have some time,
Yeah, I can figure out the sword and the potions.
and I'm going to. Oh, you're gonna. Okay.
Yeah, he hadn't
Yes.
identified any, because that would take 30 minutes to.
I mean, you might attune to a cursed object. We don't know.
That's fair. Go ahead and identify it first. If you can do the sword first.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. This is Tearulai. When you attack an object with this magic sword and hit, maximize your weapon damage dice against the target. If it's an object.
Oh, an object, not a
doors
creature.
and shit.
Okay. Okay.
Gotcha.
When attuned by a follower of Saloon, this greatsword counts as a +2 greatsword.
Oh.
When you attack a creature with this weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, that target takes an extra 14 slashing damage. Then roll another d20. If you roll another 20, you lop off one of the target's limbs. If the creature has no limb to sever, you lop off a portion of its body instead. In addition, you can speak the sword's command word to cause the blade to shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. Speaking the command word again or sheathing the sword puts out the light. This sword has 6 charges and regains 1d4 plus 2 expended charges daily at dawn. A creature attuned to the sword can use an action to expend 1 or more charges to cast one of the following spells from without material components: Fly, 2 charges; Polymorph, 3 charges; Transport via plants, 4 charges. This sword has an intelligence of 17, a wisdom of 12, and a charisma of 20. It has hearing and true sight out to a range of 20 feet and communicates telepathically with its attuned wielder. And can speak, read, and understand Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Sylvan. In addition, the sword can ascertain the true value of any gemstone brought within 5 feet of it.
It's the sword of a fucking lot of shit. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine to attune to this.
As-
It'll help you very well.
Assuming
Yeah, I heard that too. For a bit.
that, assuming that it doesn't, turn to dust like the last time he did that.
Yeah.
I'm going
I
to
don't-
attune to it first without making it a packed weapon.
That's a good idea. You can talk to it.
Yeah.
While you are doing the attuning process,
Yep.
I assume you are identifying what is the potion, and
Yep.
then there's the pearl as well.
Uh-huh.
The potion is a
Seven.
Huh?
Go ahead.
It is a potion of gaseous form, and allows one to take the gaseous form, the effect of gaseous form spell for 1 hour, no concentration required, or until you end the effect as bonus action.
Anyone in particular want that, or should I just hold it? Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Just hold on to it for now. We'll try to figure out who will have the most use for it later.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
The black pearl has a minor magical property. It
Oh.
glows faintly when undead are within 120 feet of it.
Oh.
Is it glowing?
It is not.
Okay.
That is a fair question.
That's an important thing to distinguish.
It was glows undead within 120 feet.
Yep. Do any of you wish to do anything else while Truth is attuning?
Keep an eye on him. That's all. Make sure
Yeah.
nothing weird happens. That's all.
Brock's gonna see if he can figure out this gas thing. He's investigating the room.
Ragnar's going to cast Pass Without a Trace and do a sneaky circuit around the building to see if there's anything about.
Okay. Make me a stealth check and a perception check, and then
All right.
Truth make me Brock make me an investigation check.
So stealth check first would be a 27, I do believe. And then I don't know how I always forget what my fucking perception is.
With a 26 should be a 16, shouldn't it? Unless your passive has a bonus by itself. Because passive is just your perception plus 10. But unless you have
No,
something that gives your passive a bonus.
Now, that was
I have stuff that gives my passive a bonus.
Oh.
I have a shield of good seeing. I can't remember the name of it.
Sentinel shield, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's it. Ugh. Well, that could be better. It could be worse as well. 17 on the perception.
The caves are empty.
Only a 14.
They're-
I'll use Flash of Genius on
so
myself.
you also
Give
have
it
a
19.
D4 if you want.
We'll do that first. What did I say? 14. So add 3 to make it a 17. Why not? Flash Genius.
Okay.
I got a few more.
All right. These are definitely now that you're looking at them, you can see the stonecraft, the workmanship that went into this. These are definitely all piped through the walls to some natural source somewhere, likely beneath the ground. You ascertain there may be some control unit that might control all of the torches, because you definitely can't find one in this room for any of the torches in here.
It's probably outside somewhere. Okay.
I'm going to come back into the room. I'm going to let everyone know, like, hey, the caves are empty. So
Are you popping into the room, or are you like actually coming into the room, closing the door?
I'm coming into the room and closing the door.
Okay.
Because I don't want the cold
Yep.
to get in. Also, I was going to say, hey, either can I get that horn from Kalana? Is Kalana in the room?
Yes.
I don't see. Oh, I didn't somehow missed
She's-
her mini over there.
Slightly hiding in a corner. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say, Kalana, can I either borrow that horn that Brock gave you, or you want to come with me to take a peek in these caves?
I want to. You can have the horn. I want to make sure Truth's okay. So,
All right, sounds good.
give him the horn.
I'll. Ragnar, did you see anything outside that looked like it might have been a door or a hatch?
No, but I wasn't really looking.
Okay.
I'll
Because the power source to turn these on, the switch isn't in here somewhere. It might be outside.
Well, they're all on already.
Oh, the torches are?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were off. Never mind.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're all on.
Jeez.
That's why it's
Oh, never
warm
mind.
in here.
Okay.
all
For
right.
some reason, I thought you said they were off, and I honed in on that.
Ragnar, as you step outside, the weather takes a sudden shift once again. It is still night, but the cold abates.
Well, that's good news. Okay, this time I do pop my head and be like, "Hey guys, I think the freak winter's ending." So, just so you know.
So is it lit up in the room, at least then?
Yes,
Still.
I'll just do this.
Is Truth on his stool? Attuning.
Sure.
All right.
Special chair.
Let's see. Attuning takes a bit. It's basically a short rest. So you guys can't take a short rest, except Ragnar since he's doing scouting stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm poking around.
Does this count as a short rest for me?
Yes.
Okay.
I cast what is it? Cure wounds on myself.
Okay.
And I need to remind myself what the periaptive wound closure does.
It's,
You
I
get
think
bonuses to healing guy.
it's specifically when you're rolling hit die for healing.
Okay. And you stabilize when you are dying.
Yep.
Which I'm pretty certain there's been at least a couple times where I've been rolling death saving throws that apparently I didn't need to do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Didn't even think about that.
Me neither.
Are we doing
I
a
forgot
short
that was
or a
a thing.
long rest right now?
Short.
Or are we just
Short.
doing nothing at the moment? Short. Okay, so I thought. I don't think I get any bonuses from that, but I'll hit it anyway.
Okay,
Nope.
Ragnar, you're going to this first cave?
Mhm.
Inside, it appears to be empty. Various bat leavings scatter around the floor. This does not even seem to be a werebat cave.
Alright, I'm going to stalk over to the second cave entrance.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Stealth check, stealth check. 31.
Empty.
Alright, and now, last but not least, I'm going to sneak over and peep into the one. Is this the one that had the
Nope.
children in it? Okay, well, I'm going to peep over to this one.
This one has.
Do you want to...
Go ahead and make one.
30.
Okay. This one is also empty. You can see what appears to be chalk drawings around the walls.
Alright. And my druid intelligence is going to activate for a moment and be like, wait a minute. Where bats? Bats are good at hearing. I'm very far from the party. I'm going back. And so I will sneak back.
Okay.
And in case you want to roll for that one's 26.
All right. So meanwhile, while you guys have your short rest, Truth, you attune to the sword. If you look in your on D&D Beyond, I will rename
Yeah.
it soon, but you can find a blade with the name parentheses OOA spoiler.
Okay.
Because it was a spoiler that the Tearulai was the sword.
Right.
So I didn't want you guys to be able to find it. As you attune to it, you immediately hear a voice in your head. That was quite a long nap. Who are you now?
Tearulai, I presume.
Yes.
Oh, Saloon sends her regards.
Ah, are you the new wielder of me?
Well, I'm not sure about that yet. Liz, you were stuck in a green dragon's head. You know about that at
Yes,
all?
I remember. It was a hazy dream.
Do you remember anything about how that happened?
I was brought here by Champion of Saloon
Oh, okay.
to rid the world of Hallister Blackcloak.
Ah. Did Saloon send this wielder on that mission?
She did.
A lot of people want this guy dead.
By the way, you guys hear truth talking. You do not hear anything else.
I didn't think so.
Okay.
Just watching.
A lot of people seem to want this guy dead. Okay, well, I have a lot of questions. What are you like Saloon's? I think she referred to you as her child. What's going on there?
I was crafted in Mithranor by the Elven Society there in order to carry out the will of Saloon. It seems to slowly be like waking up from a stupor. I wish but nothing to return home eventually. But first I need to carry out Saloon's wishes.
So do I know at all what he's talking about?
No.
Okay. All right. Matt, I'm gonna ask. Actually, is Kalana's in the room?
Yeah, she's sitting right in front of you, right across the
Right,
way.
right. Hey, you ever heard of Kalana? Have you ever heard of a place called Mithranor? Am I pronouncing that right?
Drenor.
Mithranor.
Yes.
I'd imagine she has, considering she's an elf. Only truth hears him.
Okay.
But he does have he can hear everybody.
Why are you laughing?
Tearulai here says he was crafted in Mithrador.
Wow. I mean, it's an amazing place. I've never been, but it's supposed to be this beautiful haven of just unity and creation and
The idyllic elven society.
The idyllic elven society, Tearulai
Yeah.
says. Yeah.
yeah.
With great beauty, music, fine art, and poetry. Exactly a place where a sword like me belongs.
He's going on about it. He seems to really like the place.
I would imagine. I've heard nothing but wonderful things.
And he says he wants to go back there after he completes his mission,
Which is?
killing Hallister Blackcloak.
Tell me, am I still covered in this dragon viscera?
I look at it.
Slightly, yes.
Yeah, we haven't really. It's been a busy day.
Can you clean me, please?
Yeah,
I need
I
to
will.
shine.
Can I? All right, I pull out a rag and I start to clean it off while I continue asking questions. Um, hey, I mean, it's been a busy day. We obviously we had to deal with the dragon and Wyllow. That was woo. Um, anyway, so the thing about being the new wielder, I can't really pick you up as is. You're a little heavy for me. No offense. Um, but I I have a pact that would allow me to wield you. I just it's with Yagorl,
A pact, you say?
and the last time I tried to make a magical weapon into my pact weapon, it was replaced by well, wait, do you have eyes? Can you see?
Yeah, you can see this entire room, yes.
Okay, well, it got replaced by this, and I summoned the scythe.
That is not good indeed. That
I'm,
has
I'm a
taints
little,
of a lot of dark magic.
yeah, I'm trying to quit it. uh,
Sound like a smoker right there. Like,
I
yeah,
got-
I'm trying to quit.
I got the patch, but he's a frog, so we call it the pad.
yeah, I'm
Lily
trying
pad.
but I'm very concerned that if I make you into the packed weapon so I can wield you properly, you're gonna get et by this thing.
I see your hesitance. I assure you I will be fine.
Oh, okay. I'm
The
gonna.
light of Saloon goes through me, and with that, the sword immediately begins to glow, shedding bright light in a 10-foot radius, and dim light for another 10 feet. It almost seems to be moonlight.
Can that be the moment that I come back?
Sure.
I'm just gonna close the door in front of me and kind of like turn back outside.
Night vision.
I don't
just
know what's going on
ruined.
in there.
Yeah. Night vision gone.
It's like, what's the vision equivalent to mop? Mop.
That's wow.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take your word for it. Since it's I mean, it's you on the line here. Yeah. So Saloon will be mad at me if this doesn't work. Um. Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna need this for tomorrow, so I'm gonna. With that, I'm gonna try to attune it as my packed weapon then.
Okay. Is your scythe still summoned?
Yes.
Okay. As you reach out and touch the blade and kind of go forth with your essence, the blade suddenly disappears. And you see the sword begin to glow this deep crimson red.
No. You said it would work.
The moonlight grows brighter in the pommel and slowly overtakes, almost battling the red light. You can see the edges of the blade begin to crumble and reform, crumble and reform, crumble and reform. And eventually the moonlight powers the red light away, and you just hear in your head, "You will regret this." and the sword stands before you whole. And you can feel that it is your pact weapon.
You good over there, Truth?
It worked.
I'm good.
Looked like a bit of a battle of the wits there.
Yeah, I'm
What's wrong?
That's not going to hurt your casting ability, is it?
no idea.
How do you feel? Are you okay?
Uh, I just went through a bit of a. Watching that was a little panic-inducing. I stand up and try to just lift the sword.
Weightless.
How you doing there, buddy?
Silence.
Tearulai? Buddy?
What's wrong?
That was a tough time. That's
he
a
was going furious.
risky business. I believe I don't know if we've severed his connections, Lud and I, but it's at the very least dampened.
It looked like it was quite a bit of a struggle there. I was pretty worried.
The power of the goddess flows through me, and your girl is no match for her.
That's good. I mean, it looked like it was a struggle. I just
Go ahead and try one of your Eldritch Blasts.
oh, all right. And if you could just step into maybe I just don't want this shot to go wide and maybe hit anybody.
Ragnar opens the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean that's actually probably a good
Right.
idea.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be metagaming, but for the sake of humor, I just thought that'd be a great time to walk in.
Walk back in.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, just hold on for a second.
Skadoosh.
Where before it had been this blast of this eldritch purplish red energy, almost lightning-like. It is now this brilliant white blue. It streaks forward, almost like moonlight.
That's different. You do that, Tearulai?
We did that. Your bond with me has purified your magic.
Hey, buddy, what the hell was that?
A long story. You
One recap later.
yeah, sure. One recap later. We'll just.
Oh, wow.
D&D montage.
So, you said that you're not sure if your girl's bond has been severed.
Of course not. That would take much more magic than we can provide through me. But we can at least lessen it, dampen it, suppress it.
Okay. Not to. I mean, you've already done a lot this evening. But there wouldn't be a way to maybe make sure that it's gonna stay completely separate.
I'm sure we can figure it out in time, good sir.
Okay.
If...
What about?
Go ahead.
The controlling thing. Could he still do that?
I imagine not. We'll definitely try to stop that.
He says no.
That's great.
Yeah.
He probably still knows where you are, and will probably send his agents. But I'm sure it's nothing we can't handle together.
Yeah. I'm cool. I if I so I really don't have a sword sheath or anything because the scythe just kind of poofs when I drop it. Not sure. Looking around.
We could go back and check the armory.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
just dismiss me just like your packed weapon. Although I do like to see the world. And all
Right.
its beauty.
Yeah, I just can I will I be able to I don't know. Let's just see. I'll resummon you here very shortly. And I de-summon it.
Oh, sounds like a mighty fight. God.
Whatever you do, don't.
Tearulai?
Remember, the secret is
The sword's gone.
Tearulai? Okay.
Is he not resummoning?
He hasn't tried to resummon him.
I
Well, I know,
resummoned
but that's
it.
what I'm asking. I'm
Alright.
like, is he trying to like?
Oh, that
Yeah.
was very strange. Oh, indeed. Not a huge fan of that, but if you need to do it, I can understand. But,
Oh, no, I mean, if you don't want me to do it, I won't do it.
I prefer not to. I'd like to be able to see the beauty of this world.
Cool.
I'll go
I'll
check the other room.
so
I could
prefer
I
to
gotcha.
what now?
You can't see.
Pref-
You can't hear the sword.
I know
Yeah.
exactly. I was saying. Neil
Yeah, we
said
can
you
hear
prefer
him.
not.
yeah. Oh, you prefer yeah. I'll
I got
he
it.
doesn't want to do the whole de-summon thing.
Can he?
So
Oh,
Can he see? How does he see? Like, if we put him in a sheath, will he be able to see?
yeah,
Yes, I have.
I'm-
I can see through a sheath, no problem.
he says he would be able to.
I pull
Okay.
my scimitar out of my I have a hip belt ring, basically.
A frog.
That
Oh,
my-
a frog.
A frog.
Oh.
Frog.
A frog?
That's what they're called. PHROG.
Oh,
I've never heard that term before.
Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, one of them.
LARPing teaches you things.
Yep.
Would it-
I still got it.
I just like how all three of you immediately knew that term, and I'm like,
I did.
I did.
Okay.
okay, yeah. See, I was just gonna call it a leather thong, but okay, a frog.
Oh, it's
Anyway,
a
will
frog.
it fit in
Truth.
my
Where?
frog?
I don't know,
It's
this
a bit
is a
big.
great sword
A bit big.
compared to a scimitar. Yeah. It's a bit bigger.
Scimitars get really wide at their widest.
But not constant. But they're not all the way through.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, but
thin.
you got to put it all the way through the loop.
Yeah,
Well,
So
I
the
mean, a
loop has to
frog
be
is
able
just
to
a metal
fit.
ring. You might be able to.
Oh, see, I assumed mine was leather.
I'm assuming the sword is a cross guard, like it's
Can I
just
check?
standard. Like,
Not very big. Not very wide.
oh, does this sword have an image?
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Is it on
no.
Discord?
It is now.
Can I check the?
Oh, it looks like a glass sword from Skyrim. Okay.
Emerald
Oh.
blade. Yep.
Well,
Can I check
That's
for
gonna-
a sheath or something?
Make me
In
an
all this?
investigation check.
how good's everyone's leather working?
What?
That's an alternative.
I don't remember what I took as my
I can
crafting
get you the-
skill for this character.
I can make the tools. I just need someone who can use them.
I don't have leather working.
Even with the low roll, you are able to find a sheath for a greatsword.
Hey.
You pull out a very rusted greatsword out of it.
Might want to clean this. It's a bit dusty.
I'll make a moment.
Hope he's not allergic to tetanus.
Also, truth.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I need to look at your character sheet.
Alright.
I know you have it on here somewhere.
so I guess we don't have to worry about the.
That's a mighty fine peridot you have as well, good sir. If I had to guess, about 500 gold worth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Peridot.
Can I, by chance, get you to affix that to my pommel?
I was gonna. You know what? Sure thing. I don't have any. I don't have any tools to do that.
You
Use a
say that
magic
out
sword.
loud?
Just stick it in.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
What tools do you need?
Oh, just put the gym near me, my boy.
Okay, and pull it out. And...
You put the peridot near him, and you see it. The sword immediately glows a little bit, and the peridot shrinks down, and you disappears. And you see a small green gem in one of the stars on the pommel. Oh, thank you. It's so beautiful.
What?
I got a sheath.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Are there more holes?
Yeah. Are there additional?
There are 7 stars. Each one is empty, except
the
for
fucking-
the green one.
The hunt for the damn Chaos Emeralds. All right.
God.
The Infinity Stones, whatever.
And now looking at the blade, you can see even around the crossguard there are possible little sockets. Some of them do have already gemstones in them.
Oh.
So, I hope this sheath is okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Tearulai, is that
Could you wash it first, please? Clean it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll take care of that.
Take care of what?
Oh, he says he wants to clean it. So
I'll
we'll
clean
just...
it off.
No,
got you.
it's fine. You've already
I
done
got it.
Okay. All right.
I'd like something to do.
Okay.
I'll clean it.
Kalana here is also a follower of Saloon. Probably more so than I am.
Not everyone starts somewhere, my boy.
I'm just older, that's all.
The most important step is not the first, but the second.
Yeah, my first step was a hell of a doozy. Okay, well, I have had quite enough excitement for today, so I'm gonna hit the hay. the musty
Do we want to set
bunk
up
beds.
watches?
Do you? Okay.
Do we? I was asking.
I can watch out.
Tearulai says she's got it.
Oh, that's gonna make things much
How does he-
easier.
At
He
least
says he can see the room.
At least I can see the room anyway. So
Well, I mean, as long as he can give us a heads up if the door's open.
How does he wake you? Just fall on you?
I think you just shout in my head or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna get to bed.
Okay.
Okay. And before I go to sleep, since we took a short rest, I'm going to cast Dim Door into the Ring of Spell Storing.
okay.
Oh.
All right.
Tearulai, my boy, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I'll finish cleaning up the thing and then get the minimum that I need for sleep tonight.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Kalana,
Mm-hmm.
during your rest, once again visited by nightmares of your green dragon. You see it tearing through the willow wood, clawing its way to you. You guys rest peacefully through the night otherwise. And upon waking up, you take a look outside. You definitely rested. You feel you got plenty of sleep. And it's still night.
So, I think we killed the day-night cycle down here.
Yep.
Did we want to go check and see if the dragon's actually dead?
Since we're all in the same room this time, and I'm not in a tent,
Yeah?
if you're up at the same time as me, you see me writing in the black. You see me looking at the black book.
Oh, because I would have been up early, wouldn't I?
And writing in the other book.
Yep.
That you saw.
Truth.
Yep.
What is that book?
Which one?
Both.
Well, the big one is sort of diary / dream journal. And the small one, the little black one, is just a dream journal.
What do you mean? Like, you write down your dreams in there?
Oh, well, I write my dreams down in the large book. The small book, I don't write anything in. It just sort of happens. One of my mementos from
Igor.
my bond with Igor. Yeah.
Is it written in a language you can read?
What it?
I think it's just written in common.
It'd probably be written in Infernal.
Oh, okay, Infernal. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Infernal.
So I can read it though.
If I mean, I hand you the little black book.
Oh.
And it is the in Infernal. If you read Infernal.
Well, hold on. This is the dream recording book?
Yeah.
Okay. Kalana, you open the book?
Yeah.
The text shifts and becomes
Oh.
Elven. And you
Oh.
see word for word your nightmare.
Oh. She closes it. I think it tells you your nightmares, whoever's holding it.
Huh.
Oh, I never gave it to anybody else before.
Hand it back.
I thought that was going to be my dream, which I had the stocking on, so it was a nice dream.
I'm glad. I think I'm gonna take a minute, actually. If you don't mind me. And just go over to, like, sit on one of these and pull out my flute.
I take the book back. Do I have a chance to read anything before it goes back? Because I think because I know Sylvan. Do I have a chance to read anything before it?
You see the words Pyson, Green Dragon, but that's about all you catch before it fades away. And becomes your dream once again in Infernal. You guys also notice the flute that Kalana has is different than the one that you guys found on level... What was that? 1, 2? I don't remember.
1. The manticores?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, 1. It appears to be a flute made out of driftwood.
Do I need to make a roll for playing it?
Sure. Make me a performance check.
Well,
You play it well enough. It's not the best flute playing, but it's definitely not the worst. And it brings you a calm.
okay. I'm better.
Truth is gonna walk over. You you said yesterday that you'd be okay, but
I'm fine now.
I don't think you're doing okay.
The flute helps. That's why I brought it this time.
Oh, good. I just listen, you and I hand her like I take her hand and I put the nightcap in her
No.
hand and ball up her fists with it.
No.
And you need this
No.
more than I do.
No.
I'm not
still-
taking it back.
No. It's fine. Like I said, I brought the flute. I can play it in the morning and I'll feel better.
Listen. I have Tearulai now. I think things are getting better for me. We're gonna find a way to sever whatever hold the Green Dragon has over you. But until then, you keep this.
Okay.
Turns around and walks away, scratching his head.
I put it in my bag. Gently put my flute back.
Actually, Truth, since you had gotten actually over to her, you also would have noticed that it looks like at one point it was snapped in two and repaired.
What?
What happened to the flute?
I don't know. It was given to me like this.
Who gave it to you? I mean, if it's I don't need to know.
It's an old friend. I don't know where he is anymore. We got separated a long time ago and just haven't seen him since. But it always makes me happy when I play it.
Well, I know all about mementos. And he puts on his scarf.
Where'd it come from?
My parents.
It's nice.
Thanks.
So,
Well, we're burning moonlight here, Phyllis.
maybe we should go check the tower.
Yeah, I'm thinking something broke. I'm not gonna know how to repair it.
Well, maybe Brock will.
Just sitting there like, oh shit, I should have prepared mending. Can I
Oh, hey,
prepare mending?
actually, you've probably been in the tower. Hey, Tearulai,
Yes.
do you remember anything from Wyllow's tower?
How she did not let the adventurers I were with past the entrance.
Oh, well. Okay, well, guess guess we're on our own then.
They actually
Ter-
found me at the bottom of a lake.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, in this very forest.
Huh. Where exactly?
Somewhere in the southern half of the forest, not too far here from these buildings. Although they were just starting to build this when I was here.
Because as far as we saw, there was just rock. There's just rock structures.
It's just a small little pond.
Oh, I didn't see any pond. Did you guys see a pond?
Uh, did we? Did we
You
actually
saw,
see it?
You saw a little bit of a pond when you were looking around through the walls.
Yeah. I think so.
Do we need to check that out, or?
I mean, I guess we can on the way to the tower.
Yeah.
I mean, it's out of the way.
I'd like to make sure the dragon's dead.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do that first.
Sure. Do you need us to check out that pond, Tearulai? Was there anything else in there that?
No. I was just thrown in the bottom of it by Hallister himself.
Oh,
Jeez. Oh, I didn't
Man,
know
that guy knows
sorry.
how to piss people off.
He could not destroy me, you see. My beauty was far too strong.
okay. That's all right.
All right, Armstrong.
We have a fifth party member.
Oh, jeez.
Can't forget chamomile
Sixth party member.
I have a cat too.
or the Bulbarian
I have the Barbarian.
Well, Varian's not with us right now.
and the
That's a good
Scumbulbarian.
All right, let's go fix whatever is going on with this. I don't want to
Make sure
have-
the dragon's extra dead.
Yeah, I don't want to have dealt with a dragon and Wyllow only to leave the entire forest to die from lack of sunlight. Or whatever that light is.
Not the sun. Alright. Off we go then.
I know we don't have to, but I kind of feel responsible.
A little bit, yeah.
It is,
I can't imagine why.
yes, and it is indeed, basically midnight.
Do you want to extinguish torches or?
I'm leaving mine on.
I mean, we can all see in the dark. So, I don't see why we'd use light.
Unless somebody specifically said, "Hey, Tearulai, you got dark vision?"
I have true sight, my boy.
So you can see.
Easily.
All right, I'm okay. I extinguished the torch. I extinguished my lantern, or cover it. It's a hood lantern.
Do I vanish, or is it still bright enough outside?
There's enough moonlight. You'd
Okay.
have to get in the shadows. Tess, you guys make your way into the totem forest. You can see bits, starting to head towards the tower, you can see bits of trees are singed and rotting now.
Yeah, it makes sense. That tracks. Because of the poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does that.
Yeah.
You can see there's now a giant hole in the top of Willow's tower. Seemingly to reveal one of the rooms inside.
All right, everybody, be careful in case Hallis Tree ends up being hostile.
If he's still alive.
Yeah, I mean the other Hallister that we encountered was just kind of a
Do we see the body of the
illusion
dragon anywhere?
almost.
You do, just beyond the wall. Actually, it's kind of over on this side of the. You could see it through the wall, like on your approach. A lot of the trees are destroyed over here, and it seems to be grounded.
All right. Does it appear to be breathing? Is Brock coming this way as well? Where's Brock at?
Somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, I was still in there.
Can I take its scales? Some of its scales?
It would take a lot to take definitely all the scales.
Well, no, oh, some. A small.
Roll me a survival check.
Yeah. 20?
You're able to get, say, 10 pounds of scales.
Oh,
Oh.
But yeah, is Brock with us or no?
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
as many as.
I got turned around.
So
There
you
you
can
are.
teleport.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was like, I know they went this fucking way.
I'm like, oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. If you manage to take scales off of it, I don't think we need a medicine check to make sure it's actually dead. I was gonna say, Brock, maybe check to make sure it's actually dead, and I'd like to assist him in making sure that it's actually definitely 100%
help me
dead.
find.
And
Just help me find a big.
Very aggressively taking the scales
Just-
off.
Take a big enough eye poking stick.
You gotta poke it to see if it's really dead.
If you poke it in the eye, it's either dead or extremely unconscious.
Or it's gonna wake up and breathe acid at me, and I'll dissolve.
He
Please
didn't seem
don't
to
do
care
that.
when he ripped a scale off it.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's dead.
I jingle the bag.
All right, so what's the next step?
Next step is I'm taking a tooth.
make me a survival check.
Okay. Woohoo! Yeah!
You slice your hand open on some of the teeth, trying to yank them out.
I'm just gonna. Oh.
Why don't you let me try that?
Okay.
You wanted to? Oh,
Ah!
You take 1 slashing damage.
Yeah.
I'll try to get him a tooth or two or some teeth.
Make my survival check.
Go.
Oh. That's
You don't do so much better yourself. You're able to get a smaller tooth out, but you do definitely get pierced a few times in the process.
Yeah, it's for sure.
You take 2 points of piercing damage. In this case.
Oh no! You've done. No, okay. See, not so easy.
Do
Oh,
you want it?
also, once again,
Yeah.
in the distance, you hear just.
All right. I know we don't have to deal with it
Take-
anymore, but I really do want to know what's in that cave at some point before we leave.
I want to raid her stuff.
Yeah, I think we should do that first.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take her stuff.
Yeah, let's go inside. Take the dragon tooth.
The door opens easily. I'm actually going to change the lighting, if only to make it easier to see in there.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh wait, it's a covered building. It won't be easier to see. Never mind.
It'll be a little easier, won't it?
No.
Why don't we just turn our torches on, pretend
Yeah.
they're off, just so we can see?
It might be easier to see if I change the lighting. Let me give it a try here. Okay,
Do you
yeah,
have,
that does make it easier. Even though it's shaded inside. Doop. It is still technically night outside, however.
All right.
You come in and you see in this area corpses of werebats and a broken and shattered house tree.
Can I not select?
Oh yeah, the dog isn't there either. Forgot about
Displacer
that.
beast?
Yeah, the displacer
Hey,
beast.
hey, Brock.
Yes.
Isn't dragon's blood like a powerful alchemic thing?
I've only. I would feel like so. Yes. Is there a role for that?
No.
Alchemy?
You would know it is.
Okay, then yes.
Maybe we should get some.
The crystalline throne sits empty.
I'm gonna sit in it.
Whoa, hold up.
Last time we sat in
I
a
made
chair.
this mistake.
All right. Immediately, you feel like your perception is sharper.
That's it.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on?
I feel like I can see a lot better.
See what?
See, hear, discern lies.
Oh.
Hmm.
Someone tell me like 2 truths and a lie, and let me see if I can pick the lie.
There's only one of me.
Yeah. I was gonna say it if you didn't.
We know there's only one of you. There could never be another. But, I don't know. I just feel like I can read people.
All right. I like fire. I've got a lot of brothers, and grits are my favorite breakfast.
Okay.
Well, I don't even need a throne to know which one that is.
I feel like.
Yeah, well, who doesn't love grits?
I love
Psych,
grits.
I don't have a lot of brothers. I have a fuck ton of brothers.
Parents were busy, huh?
I was
I
gonna
thought it was
say,
cousins.
just for
Yeah, I
the
thought they
sake
were
of
cousins.
it. Just for the sake of it, go ahead and roll me a deception check. And
Oh.
Kalana gets a insight check at advantage.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
11.
I got a 12.
They all definitely sound like the truth.
Yeah, no, I'm dumb. Never mind.
Huh.
I've spent
Okay,
too much
we need
time
to put
away from people.
that chair in the tower and give it to Martin.
We
He'll
do
be
not.
Do you
Start
want to know all that?
anything.
Not need to give this to Martin. Absolutely not. Why would on earth would we do that?
I mean, I feel like it'd be a good interrogation chair if we ever needed one. Not for the person, but for
I mean,
good
Is
questioning chair.
is it built into the ground or is it
It
removable?
is solidly affixed.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that.
There's probably
Okay.
about a dozen werebat corpses in here.
That's
man, it is busy, or it is hard to walk around then.
okay.
Yeah.
You can see the doors on the northern wall.
Maybe we should. Yeah, it's
And yes, Martin Ragnar, you notice that there are 2 secret doors.
Okay. On the
Did you say anything?
wait, sorry, was your light shining on the upper area?
Nope, lower floor.
Okay. Okay.
Basically,
Alright,
either
so yeah.
side of the.
I'm gonna be like, hold up.
Oh, okay. What's up?
The fucking view diamond keeps moving. Is what's up.
Hit the little lock.
Yeah, hit the lock so it
Yeah.
stays.
Once the lock turns green, it won't move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was locked and that there was a unlock symbol. All right, there's secret doors over here, and one over the same side. Or same place, other side. I'm gonna check them for traps.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh. Okay.
18.
Does not appear to be trapped.
All right, can I see how to open it?
Easily with your passive
Alright.
perception.
Pop it open.
Oh, I forgot to label that. Label these rooms. Give me just a moment here so I can get a map of her house up. That's labeled. Because obviously I have a map. It's right here. It's in Tailspire. Just ignore the fact that it took the floor with it. Let's see. The walls bear frescoes that depict skirmishes between surface elves and drow, culminating in an epic showdown with Lolth in the Demon Web Pits. An ornately carved stone table in the middle of the room has several dust-covered objects resting on it. Leaning against the table is a wooden staff with silvered tips draped in cobwebs.
Oh, I bet I got an idea what that is.
What is it?
There are definitely some manner of objects on the table, but they're all covered in dust and debris. Hard to tell what they are.
Do I recognize any of the events carved in the walls?
From generic history stuff. From stories you've heard long ago.
I wonder if she put these here.
Is there another hidden door over here?
There's not.
All right.
I'm gonna take the staff. Fuck that, man.
See. We'll let you guys explore that room, and I'll
Oh, okay.
check this one for traps.
Do you clear off the table?
That's,
Yeah.
There's also a suit of hide armor. Stitched rough hide and fur. A scimitar. And a quiver containing 20 silvered arrows.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I would like to roll. I rolled a 20 to see if there's traps on this door.
Okay. So as I can... There is not. These walls are carved with frescoes depicting exchanges of gifts between dwarves and elves. A stone spiral staircase curls up in the corner.
ooh, dwarven sculpture.
Is the style dwarven, or is it?
It is not.
Okay.
It's just of dwarves. Okay.
Yes.
Do I recognize what this might be?
It just seems to be general exchanges of gifts. Not
Okay.
depicting any specific history.
I'm just coming in with the staff. I feel cool.
So that staff, you said it had cobwebs on it.
Not anymore.
Oh, I was going to say, was that part?
It was covered.
Was that-
It was covered in actual cobwebs,
Oh,
as
see.
was the stuff on the table.
Given that there were drow depicted, I assume this was some sort of like spider priestess staff.
Nah, it is. It's just a wooden staff with has silvered tips on the end.
No, I have a walking stick too.
Well, you're fancy.
I poke my head up the stairs.
There seems to be a room.
Boop.
Navigating
with
the
a
stairs
floor.
may be a pain.
Whoa! Where'd I go?
Yeah, so navigating them may be a pain. If you need to just teleport, just teleport. Let's see, that puts you in 6.
Oh, I see.
These walls are carved with frescoes depicting elves in cloud chariots pulled by fiery horses coursing through the starry skies. The spiral staircase continues up even higher. There's also 2 doors.
All right. I would like to check for traps, like always.
Okay.
I'm just opening the outside one.
That door does not open. Truth.
Oh.
Go ahead and make your investigation check.
Well, that was weird.
It's upstairs.
Yeah, I know. It didn't roll. I basically set it down on a 16.
It is not trapped. However, you do see a star-shaped part of the fresco. One of the stars appears to be a button nearby.
Poke it.
You poke it, and this door swings open.
Hold on. I'm remembering something. Hey, Tearulai. Oh, this door does open.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, because Ragnar pushed the button. A narrow room with broken staves littering the dusty floor. A beam of light from a crack in the wall shines down on a narrow rectangular stone table in the back of this room. On it sits a singular wooden staff.
More sticks?
That's definitely going to be magic.
Getting closer to it, it seems to be carved with floral motifs.
Hey, there's a magic stick back here.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you at that. I'm gonna come back.
All right, I look at it. Does it look significant in any way I can identify?
No. Just seems to be a staff carved with flowers. It looks very nice.
I'm going to use the magic identify stick.
Okay.
Or the magic detection stick.
It is indeed glowing with magic. You can also see that the armor that Kalana picked up is glowing with magic.
Oh, neat. It's magic stick. Oh, hey, Kalana, that's magic armor.
Oh,
Well,
Brock,
ready
what's it
for...
do?
Let's say, Brock, you want to set up in a corner and start identifying all the magic shit we're certainly about to find?
Is the other staff I'm holding magical looking,
It is
or
not.
no? Okay, it's just a stick.
It's a silvered stick.
It's a fancy stick.
I like the flowers
Got
better,
magic
though.
stick.
Don't.
Anyway, I mean, yeah, I can look it over if you want.
All right.
Do you actually cast Identify, or do you ritual cast Identify?
I think. Let me see. What level is it? Level 1. Make it faster. I'll cast it.
Do you for both
There's-
items?
Oh shit. All I heard was the armor. What was the other one?
The staff, the flowery
There's
staff.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's not glow. Oh.
No, there is a
Uh,
magical flowery staff and a magical set of hide armor.
Oh. I'll check. Yeah, both. Why not?
Okay. A staff of flowers. 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge and cause a flower to sprout from a patch of earth or soil within 5 feet of you, or from the staff itself. Unless you choose a specific kind of flower, it creates a mild scented daisy. The
makes
flower
you-
is harmless and non-magical, and it grows or withers as a normal flower would. It regains so many charges at dawn. If you expend the last charge, you roll a d20. On a 1, the staff turns into flower petals and is lost forever.
Neat. We could probably sell that back at the surface for a bit.
Um,
Or you could have it,
Or
Kalana.
Kalana could plant flowers inside. Or Kalana could plant flowers inside the tower.
The armor is a set of hide armor of resistance, lightning.
Ah.
Kalana, nothing. Truth kind of wants that staff.
What?
Huh?
The
Oh,
flower
never
staff?
mind. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh. You can share it?
Say if it doesn't
Sure.
require attunement. So let's do we want to move on or what do we want to do? Because
There's another door there, right?
yeah, but it is getting kind of late.
Oh, you mean in
Oh.
actuality.
That
Oh.
it is.
Yeah.
Do you need to go?
We could wrap up here.
Like basically, are we reaching like a good wrap up point in the next 5-10 minutes or?
It depends on which rooms you guys explore, but most likely yes.
Okay, well let's push on through and just check out these rooms. Just be fast about it.
Open.
What appears to be a balcony, looking down upon the now carnage in the throne room.
Hmm.
Do you think
Hmm.
we did that to all those bats?
That, or maybe Wyllow and the Displacer.
Oh, the bats flew after we killed Wyllow.
Clearly. Oh. Yeah, you're. Oh.
Could be that the displacer in the tree.
Mm.
Let's see. The walls here depict an elven forest kingdom. Very nondescript, just a kingdom of elves, a forest. And seems to have stairs leading back and down the stairs.
Oh yeah, remember that.
All right, well,
So that's the
I'll
other.
just tear down the stairs, but I'm pretty certain we know where that goes.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna head back
Yeah.
let's see.
and upstairs.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That damn passive perception. You notice a secret wall here.
Oh.
Oh.
Fuck. All right, guys. One more. Go back. Can I see an activation device?
Yes.
I would like.
One of the pegs on a satyr's lute in the fresco nearby is a hidden switch.
Checking for traps. 17.
Not trapped. Oh, hold on. The floor is gone, like, entirely.
Fall through the floor and die. All right, taking a peeksy.
A niche. There's a small wooden chest bearing painted images of worms burrowing out of the ground. However, it already appears to be opened.
Oh.
Inside, you find a pair of sapphire earrings, a armband made of overlapping gold leaves, sorry, I actually didn't realize I had to roll for this.
Oops.
A bit of folded cloth that, when unfolded, turns into a stylish cap. And what appears to be a small stand, made of brass that looks like it would have probably held a large crystal bulb the size of a pear.
All right. Is anybody marking that stuff down?
I got it.
Okay, cool. We'll shove those in a bag of holding and check them out later. All right, ready to head upstairs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy crap, there's many more floors to this than I thought.
This is the last floor.
You know what?
All right, let's see. You guys see the two doors on either side. Which one are you trying?
Any hidden doors?
6J. That's what I'm checking. Nope. Hold on. This room does have a description. Standing in alcoves to north and south, facing one another, are green marbled statues of proud elf warriors clutching shields and spears. The shield of the northern statue features a pine tree, while an oak tree is emblazoned on the shield of the statue to the south. The walls are carved with frescoes of elves traveling through space aboard sleek wooden vessels with giant crystalline wings, visiting strange worlds and battling orcs and dragons in space.
Heavy metal riff. Yeah.
Okay, this door is not locked, so it opens. Oh. The walls and ceilings of this room have been covered. You no longer see stone. All you see is humanoid skulls and bones in decorative arrangements. A few bare patches have yet to be covered.
Uh-huh.
You did ask about the rest of the bones.
Well,
Nope.
that's awful.
Hey guys, what'd you find? I'm gonna try this door.
Nope. Nothing good there.
Okay.
In here, you see an archgate.
Oh.
This one looks a little familiar. I think. Maybe not. I can't remember if you've seen this.
Describe it and I will let you know.
Nope, I don't think you have. This one has the graven image of an old man clutching a staff right at the keystone.
Yeah, I don't think we've...
Take the silvered staff.
Also, are you in that ossuary?
Yeah, I'm looking.
You've seen a secret door.
Is
Cool.
the floor covered in bones and stone and stuff?
No, just the walls and ceiling.
Okay. Found a secret door.
Of course you did.
Find anything
Okay.
interesting in there?
Archgate.
Another archway.
All over the place down here.
Yep, you found
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
here now.
I don't know if I would know that guy or not, so I'm just going to ignore that for now.
All right. As usual,
In the bone room.
investigation to see traps. $16.
Does not appear to be trapped.
Activation.
You're easily able to find it, and let me put a floor tile in there, so you do not fall down onto the next level. Do in here. That is not the whole thing, I don't think.
Oh.
What?
This looks like a fancy room.
Sure does.
Oh, it looks like some of it did not get saved for whatever reason.
No.
That is slightly disappointing. So you do see, the hole in the wall, and you see the corpses of 4 giant toads.
Toads.
Giant toads, along with the corpses of a few werebats.
I see.
Okay.
Set into the floor is a giant 15-foot diameter stone device engraved with a multitude of images. It seems to have 2 concentric rings of stone. The center stone is fixed in place and depicts birds, butterflies, fish, and small mammals encircling Wyllow's smiling visage. Each ring, otherwise, is 3 feet wide and looks like it could be turned, but you see what appears to be a spear jammed into one of them, into the rollers. The outer ring bears engravings of the sun at various heights and the moon in all of its phases, and this is the one that seems to be jammed.
Swag
And
stuff.
the another ring seems to bear images of the seasons, images of the plants and animals weathering the changes of seasons. And you can hear almost in this just a click, click.
Try to take it out.
Yeah.
Make me a strength check.
I will assist.
So, advantage?
Yep. Wait, no. Why would you have a
He's assisting.
Oh, duh. Words.
10?
My brain, I thought back to
It's
the
okay.
giant for some reason.
It's okay.
That's enough. And immediately the stone, you hear a snap as it almost snaps back into place and slowly begins to turn once again. It looks like there's a stand next to this that depicts an almost smaller version of the same device.
So,
I'm gonna grab the ring
Uh-huh.
and the day-night ring.
Yep.
And give it a little bit of a twist.
Okay, what are you twisting it to? There's like a little arrow at it.
Oh, there's an arrow. Just twist it over to morning.
And with that, you see sunlight coming in, rising, literally straight into the tower, pretty much.
Oh.
Out of the hole.
Can you make it not cold outside?
It was
That
already
was-
warm.
it was okay again.
Oh, it was. Oh.
What
thinking
season
we
does
were
it
in
seem
winter.
to be set on? Now.
Right now, it is still autumn.
It's
Okay.
back to autumn.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And with that,
All right.
that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up the session.
Okay.
That's good.
So yes, we will be still back next week, where I imagine you guys are gonna. It sounds like you guys want to find out what that moaning is, and there's still plenty of other stuff on the floor to explore. And you definitely have 3 gates now you can try to figure out how to open before moving on to the next level. So we'll deal with that, and it sounds like we're gonna be. That'll be the 25th of next month that we'll be back with level 5, 6,
Oh my
level
God.
6. Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Gives me plenty of time to build. So yes, as a reminder that we have a large break off right after early access in the beta, so I'm just gonna throw away all that goodwill. And yes, we will see everybody next week. If you stick around, we will go ahead and do a small raid. I don't know who yet. We'll find out together. Till then, see ya.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Later.